in this new cycle of development, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just making the app more, adding more to the app, making it come alive. So the first version was very basic, it was so bland and it had no soul. It was just me testing out the review store, like, seeing how to upload an app for the first time. Now that I've uploaded an app for the first time, I just need to move on. So I came up with new features, and one of the features that we had last time, which was hard coded, was like personalized affirmations for my affirmations app. And I now built an agent with OpenAI API, and now I'm able to have personalized affirmations based on the user goals. And another feature that was so cool that I came up with was, people I like listening to affirmations, right? So it would be cool if the affirmations I'm listening to would be related and targeted to me based on my goals. So I stumbled upon a new feature whereby the user, since we have the user's goals and we have the affirmations, we can just play the affirmations on the phone, you know what I mean? So I call this feature the audio affirmation feature. So I'm going to be testing a couple of APIs on how to do this well, right? And I've already tested the APIs as I'm making this video, so now I'll be going over the APIs I've tested. So I tested Expo Go, which is a text-to-speech library on Expo, React Native, and I tested AWS Polly, which is a text-to-speech library on AWS, and I tested OpenAI TTS, right? So the main criteria of choosing an API for this specific task was, one, it should be good quality, of course, and number two, it should be less money. Like, I'm not a startup, I'm not a big startup, I have less money. So I'm using my salary to fund this project. So I'm gonna need cheap and quality, right? And I looked into 11 Labs. 11 Labs was very, very expensive. I tested, what's this thing? I first tested Expo Go, right? And Expo Go was very, very shitty. It was not really good. The voices were robotic, even though it's cheap and computation is on the device, it was not it. The voices were too robotic. I couldn't stand it. I'm gonna be playing you guys this thing right now.
I am making steady progress toward I want to lose 100 kilograms. My commitment to I want to get 98% on my thesis grows stronger each day. My actions align perfectly with I want to lose 100
I then tested AWS Polly, right? AWS Polly is not that bad, right? From what I know, it's $16 per million characters, which is not too much money. And the free tier is 5 million standard. They have a free tier of this thing. Latency is very fast. Output is MP3 or whatever. So after testing AWS Polly, it was very apparent that the voices were also robotic. So I checked out a couple of voices, I vibe coded this thing, and then I noticed that the voices are very robotic, which made me a bit fearful, because it was like, okay, if I can't do this in AWS Polly, I'm gonna have to do this in Google Cloud, and I don't want to work on Google Cloud and work on AWS on the same app. I just like having things under one ecosystem. Anyway, since I'm already using OpenAI for the affirmations, I already have an API key. Let me just use OpenAI TTS, which was suggested by Cursor, right? And I use this OpenAI TTS, and I'm gonna say I'm happy.
I am worthy of love, and I attract meaningful connections every day.
I choose peace over worry and trust the path I am on.
I am worthy of love, and I attract meaningful connections every day.
I'm not that happy, but I'm happy. You know what I mean? I've used 11 Labs for a while now, for maybe 2 years, and 11 Labs, nothing comes close. But 11 Labs is very expensive. They're like $5 for like 30 characters, which is so expensive. So I'm gonna be playing you guys. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it basically. Yeah, that's it.